Hi guys, Horizon Images back to you with another drone review. So today, in this case, we have the DJI Mavic Pro, and I'm going to share with you 7 things that I love about it in 2022. Recently got this drone about 2 months now, and I've been playing around with it. So today, I'm going to share with you like some features that I really like about it. So let's get into it. Here I got the drone, of course, as you can see, it's right here, and then controller, and I got 2 spare batteries as well as USB cable and like extra props that I haven't touched as yet. So guys, this is the drone. It's foldable. I personally chose not to remove my props because the bag that I got with it does pose a challenge keeping it inside of the actual bag. So this is how I got it folded, understand? So now we're gonna unfold it, and there's a specific way in which you do that by pulling out the right arms first and then pulling out the back arms after. So pretty much this is what it looks like. So pretty much ideal. I personally love flying it. It is really fun to fly and all of that. Now let's get into the things that really comes out to me about this particular drone. I need to also remove the cover for the gimbal and the camera to show you something that one of the features that I really like, and that is the portrait capture, and in 4K both landscape and horizontal. So here, as you can see where the camera is, the camera has the ability to rotate a complete 90 degrees, wherein which it changes the view from landscape to portrait. So for example, you want to shoot for TikTok and or Instagram, it is pretty much easier. Instead of going through an app and using a lot of editing skills, you don't really need to edit much. I'll get there and I'll show you exactly how we go about switching from landscape to portrait and getting some cool Instagram or TikTok footage. First, you go to settings and then click portrait capture. The camera will turn into portrait mode. You click it again, it will then return to landscape. Here's my previous YouTube video where I shot in landscape that you should check out. The video link will be in the description below. So the next thing is, alright, pretty much as you can see, props are ready and all of that. So all I need to do is just get my controller, hook up my phone to it, and I'm gonna put on the controller first, then the drone, after which I'm pretty much, I just hook up my phone to it and I'm ready to fly in less than 5 minutes. So that's the second thing I really like about it, how fast and easy it is to set up to fly. Because previously I had a Phantom 3 standard, and you had to walk around with this big carrying case, and then you have to screw on the props, and then you understand, you have to set up the control and all that. In this case, this is way more easier and pretty much very lightweight to take around, understand? So that's the second thing. It's pretty much always ready to fly. Just take it out, pull the arms out, power on the controller, connect the phone to the app, and you're flying. So the third thing about this now, so as I said, I paid a fairly good price for this drone. It shoots professional photographs and videos. I personally have a few favorites that I have shot, and I was impressed by the capability of the drone, understand? And it shoots very good shot. Shooting that quality photo and that quality video, I think it's pretty much ideal, and it can work in this 2022 era that we are in. It still gives good photos and videos. that I'm sure you guys would like. So the fourth thing about this drone now is that I was pretty impressed that, you know, since it has been out for a while now, all the sensors, there's two here in the front and there's another set here right beneath it, right beneath it here. So when operating it and all of that, you know, testing out the different flight modes and all of that, the sensors work perfectly fine. The obstacle avoidance work very much, you know, even when I'm trying to land it in my hands, you know, it tends to go up, you know. So I am very much impressed, and I'm happy that these features hasn't stopped working since, you know, this drone has been out for quite some time now. So the fifth thing about that I really like about this drone, right, is compared to my Phantom 3 standard, I like the fact that when I'm flying forward, you know what I mean, I have sensors on the front that can detect objects or obstacles, you know what I mean. So it's less likely for me to, you know, have a drone accident, and with landing as well, you know. And the other features like the trace mode and all of that, like active track and all of that, I personally tried the features on my Phantom 3, and when I did a comparison between that and this exceeded, like, I would say 10 times better than what that usually do. So I pretty much like the features of this, understand, and yeah, like this comes with sports mode, like, so, you know, and that gives you like that adrenaline rush. But just a disclaimer, once you're in sports mode, it actually disables the sensor, so you have to pay keen attention as to what you're doing, because if you don't, you might just end up in a drone accident, and we don't want that, you understand. We want you to have fun, take some cool shots, and just enjoy having it to play around with. Another amazing feature of this drone is the trace mode, which allows the drone to track you while you're walking and or running. Another feature which is so amazing is a point of interest, and what a point of interest is with the drone is that you can select a target or an object or a person, and you can have the drone rotate clockwise or anti-clockwise around that person or thing, and you have the choice to choose whether you want it to go fast or slow. Alright, now, so the sixth thing about this particular drone that I like is the fact that the battery is like easy to take apart, you know what I mean? And with me personally flying, I get roughly around 15 to 20 minutes out of flight time with enough battery percentage left for me to actually retrieve it, for it to come and land, or if it's a case where I'm on the rocks, which I'll be shooting soon, giving you guys like a cool shot of what it's like. It has been raining since morning, but I was hopefully I can get to go there today and just shoot some videos on the horizon so you can have a feel of what it's like flying it, and you can see what it's like landing out there on the rocks without having a landing gear or landing pad on the floor. And speaking about landing gear, when I first bought it, I thought that I was like, this is a way different type of drone for a Phantom, which, you know, the landing gear was way higher. I bought myself a pair of landing gears, but after my first flight, I was like, whoa, like this thing is like so easy to fly. I don't even need a landing gear. So pretty much, since I got them, I haven't used them once. I just test fitted them, ensure that it works so I could leave a nice reviews on the seller's page. But from then on, but as I said, battery is really good. Got 3 of these, so 15 to 20 minutes based on how you're flying. I think that's a really good, like, and wind varies also, the weather varies. So if the wind is hard, you might get a little less because the motors and the props has to spin higher so that it can manipulate the wind and all of that. But overall, battery life is really good. So the next thing is the range. Trust me, from I've been flying this thing, like being out on the horizon and like just hovering over the water, going out and like watching it, keeping it in line of sight and all that, I have gone up to like about roughly 2.5 miles, and I haven't lost video transmission on the controller, nor it's a case where I'm not seeing any image on it. That we should always fly in line of sight and all of that. And where I was flying was nowhere that it was not a no-fly zone and all of that, so I could have tested it in that manner. But always remember to obey the flight restrictions in your country and where you are flying, and always to check if where you're flying is a good area to actually fly. So guys, those are the 7 things that I love about my Mavic Pro. By the way, I haven't given it a name as yet, so if you guys have a nice name that I could call it, I am open for suggestions. So that's a wrap with my Mavic Pro. I'll see you when I get to the location that we will be shooting today. So see you then. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, share it with your friends. I'll see you in the next video.